Very good morning to Computer Science Patines. So let us start our computer lecture today. So for today our topic will be Python's processings of import module command. Means how Python processes the import module command that you are passing at the very top of the program. Okay, this statement actually plays a very important role in the internal processing of the program. For understanding this particular concept, we need to understand the concept of namespace. Okay, namespace in general, it is a space that holds a bunch of names. Actually, we will come to understand this concept with the help of a example. So let us start reading this example. Actually, he is trying to say if a girl is there, that is her name is Nalini. Actually 3 girls are there and they belong to different states, but their name is same. Okay, so if you want to refer to, and they all are sitting, the 3 Nalinis are sitting in a common room, but they belong to different states. Okay, and if you want to refer the Nalini who is from Kerala, so you need to say Nalini from Kerala. Okay, because other 2 are also Nalini, but they are of different states. So in order to identify that particular Nalini that is from a particular state, we must use this state name along with it. Okay, so if you want to refer to Odisha's Nalini, so you will say Odisha's Nalini. If you want to refer to the Kerala's Nalini, then you will say Kerala's Nalini. Okay, and so on. So actually we can replace this situation with the programs also. If we have same variables in different scope, so how do that particular variable will come to know that I have been called? Okay, so here comes the existence of this topic. So namespace is a named logical environment. It is an environment holding the logical grouping of related objects within the namespace, and its member object is referred to without any prefix. So means what you need to understand, in order to bind those variables with their particular environment, we need to use that particular name for them. Okay, and for every module.py, for every module.py file, the Python creates a namespace. Okay, the scope, you can say namespace is the scope having its similar, having its, अभी namespace कैसे create होगा, उसका name it will be just similar to the module's name. So whatever is your module's name, and the namespace will be the same as that of it. Okay, the name of the module time space is also time. Okay, so when 2 namespaces come there, 2 namespaces means Kerala namespace and Delhi namespace, they come there to resolve any kind of object name, means null to whom, which nullly we are referring to. Okay, 2 namespaces are there, 2 states are there, but we are not clear about the object name, means which nullly we need to refer. Then in that case, namespace will help us to qualify the particular object. Okay, so you need to write your namespace as prefix. Means if you want to call Odisha's Nalini, so you will use prefix as the means you will use the state or the namespace, we can say, as the prefix to denote that particular object or variable. Okay, so module, like say Odisha is the module and we want to refer to Odisha's Nalini. Okay, or Nalini that belongs to Odisha, so we added a prefix of this namespace before the object, or we can say the variable, whatever you are trying to refer. Okay, so within a namespace, an object is referred without any prefix. Means if I'm inside Odisha's only, means like in a common room there are 3 partitions. Okay, means when I'm standing near to Odisha's Nalini, then I need not say Odisha's Nalini. But when I enter to the room and 3 are sitting together, then to call that particular Odisha wala with Nalini, then I need to use Odisha's Nalini. Okay, so processing an import module command. When you issue import module command, internally what will happen? See, you are importing the complete module here. So what will happen? The code of imported module is interpreted. Who will interpret? Python interpreter. Okay, and it will be executed. Then what will happen at the second stage? Defined functions and variables will be created in the module and now available to the program that imported the module. Means firstly what will be there? Code will be executed, firstly interpreted and then executed. When you are importing like math library, math you don't need to import, actually it is already there only. But still, if you are importing any library, import math, if let us say you are saying, so firstly what will happen? You are importing the complete math library. The code of the imported module, means whatever the codes are there is interpreted and executed. Means all the functions inside that module will be included. Okay, defined functions and variable created in the module are now available. Means now, and firstly they will be interpreted and executed, then those functions will be made available to the program file in which you are trying to use it. Okay, like if I am going to create a file, then I write import math. Okay, so whatever the functions are there, whatever the variables are there inside that particular file will now be a part of that particular file just by writing this statement. Okay, for import module a namespace is set up. Okay, if you are importing the complete module, then a new namespace is set up. And how it will be created? And mind it, a new namespace is created and name will be similar to the module. Means if you are writing import math, then import means math namespace will be created. Okay, whatever is the name of the module, similar will be the name of the namespace. Okay, and if you are trying to access a particular object of that particular module, then what will happen? See, previously we have seen 2 ways are there. Either you import the complete file, as we have done, where we have done it, let me see, like import time. Okay, you have used the complete time module. Okay, and here you can see import time he has written, so time module completely it has been included. Okay, then here you can see from math, if it writes import math, then complete math module will be included in your particular program file. Okay, and if you are writing from math import pi, so only pi will be imported from math. Then what is the need of creating a namespace for all other functions that are inside math? If we need only pi from math, then what is the need of creating the namespace for all other functions that are part of math? So in this case only the namespace for this particular is created. Means actually no namespace will be created for it, it will be just directly included. But if you are writing import time, import math, then the namespace will be created. So let us see now what he is trying to say. And this was the case when the namespace is created and the namespace name will be the same as that of your module. Okay, so here what he is trying to say, when you issue from module from import object from math import pi, okay, then what happens, the code is imported, the code of imported module is interpreted and executed. This step is same as that of the previous one. Okay, but now only the asked function and variable from the module is made available to the program. Here all the functions that are a part of that module will be included, but here only the called function, whatever you have said, like you said import math, from math import pi, so only pi will get included. Okay, so no namespace is created, but here he was saying the namespace will be created and the name will be similar to the module. Here no namespace is created, the imported definition is just added to the current namespace. Okay, fine. So here you can see an example also. This is the current namespace that you are working with and namespace created for the imported module. So this is the namespace. Okay, and here also you can see this is your module for import. So here the namespace was created and that was included, but here no namespace is created. That particular function or the object we can say is included in the file only. Okay, this means that if your program already has a variable with the same name as the other imported via module, then the variable in your program will hide the imported variable. See this this what he is trying to say. If you have initialized something like this, you remember yesterday we have done this, we have created a temp conversion import module. So you can see it again. We initialize certain variables also inside it. This we have created, है ना, temp, sorry, actually it was created here, yeah, this is the creation. So we have created two variables, freezing C and freezing F. Okay, so freezing C was initialized to 0, freezing F was initialized to 32.0. so even if you have created something in the that particular module, temp conversion module you have created na, so if you have initialized something here and you are using this namespace, we can say, or this module in your program, and there you initialize these values again, then those new values will be that will override these values. Means initially I said freezing C is 0, but when I import this module in a file and there I assigned a new value to this freezing C, then freezing C 0.0 will be overwritten. Okay, you remember just these two values. I'll show you again. So where it is, so here you see freezing C was 0.0 na, but here we have initialized minus 17.5. So when you will print it, it will print minus 17.5, it will override that 0.0. okay, so he is trying to say this only, that will be overwritten. Okay, so now the scope, whatever the namespace concept was there, now it comes into existence. If we are calling this, okay, so the previous namespace has lost. Okay, overwrite हो गया ना वो बेटा, so previous value has been lost. Okay, so here what he is trying to say, using the Python standard library functions and modules. तो Python standard library is very extensive, इसमें बहुत सारे आपके पास built-in functions हैं and you can use those library by importing them. And what he is trying to say, the standard library, so automatically it is there inside the build in that normal file, they are automatically included, but there is no need for typing import math module or import this and this module, because they are already included, they are built-in functions, so they are directly they can be used. Okay, now some mathematical built-in functions that are present in the Python. len is basically required to check the length of the given string. Like if you write length ABC, it will return 3. Why 3? Because it is of 3 characters long. Okay, the power function a raised to power b, if you want to calculate, if you write 3 raised to power 4, it will give you 81. str function will convert whatever input you will be giving, it will convert into string. If you will give string 12, it will give 12 as string. If you will give 12.4, it will give as string. They are not numbers, they are strings now, mind it. Okay, int what it will do, it will convert the integer, means convertible string to integer. Okay, you are giving string. See, always whenever it is enclosed inside the single quotes, it is called string. So you are passing string and you are getting number. Okay, float will also convert the string into your floating point number. Range, it returns the immutable sequence types. Range 3, it will give 0, 1 and 2. Okay, if you write range 5, so it will 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, type, it returns the data type of the past argument, whatever you are writing. So 12 belongs to integer data type, so it will return class int. I hope the concept is clear. Beta, keep revising the things that are being done time to time, and from next week you will be having your tests also. So I'll be conducting the test of chapter 1, so be ready for it and keep revising the things. Okay, thank you beta.